What is going on, guys? This is your boy Eastleigh Jackets here, bringing you guys some Madden 15 Gauntlet mode using my Super Bowl prediction, Seahawks vs. Patriots. That's right, Seahawks vs. Patriots. And I tried doing this video as a live commentary, but Gauntlet mode is rather hard while you're trying to commentate because you have to, read directions and focus. When I play 2K, I can just talk and play and not really have to worry. But this Gauntlet mode is a little bit different. As you guys know, you have, I think, 5 tries to complete various challenges, whether it be get a first down, make a field goal, or as you see here, get a stop as a defensive lineman. So, anyway, now that I've showed you guys my Super Bowl prediction, Seahawks vs. Patriots, I want you to stop right now, listen to my reasons first, then post in the comments what you think. What you think the Super Bowl matchup would be, score predictions, all of that. I want to hear it all. But that's after I explain my predictions, guys. So, if you don't have the Seahawks or Patriots going to Super Bowl, you're like, dude, what the heck? I think the Cowboys are going to go, man. I think the Broncos are going to go. Then don't, dislike my video. Just post below in the comments. All right, cool. So we're on the same page now. On to the predictions. So, I had NFC and AFC title videos prepared. However, the Packers lost to the Bills. And that threw off pretty much all of my predictions. So this weekend, there's 3 separate games that will decide division champions, including Bengals vs. Steelers, Panthers vs. Falcons, and Packers vs. Lions. So there's huge implications all across the board. 2 games in the NFC and 1 in the AFC. So I'm going to start off with the AFC. So the 2 best teams in the AFC, I think everyone can agree, are the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. And I think that they will meet in the AFC Championship game. And I think, this year there aren't really any sleeper teams, in the AFC like the Colts or the Steelers or the Bengals that are going to make, a miracle postseason run and somehow reach the Super Bowl. I don't see that happening this year. I think the Patriots and Broncos are kind of just in a whole nother world from the rest of the AFC. And I think that when they meet in the AFC title game for, Manning and Brady, number 13 or 14 showdown, however many numbers it is now. I feel like Tom Brady owns Peyton Manning most of the time. I think, New England's going to come out on top. They beat Denver earlier this year, a final score of 43-21. And, I'm not counting Denver out at all. I think, they could possibly win the AFC Championship, return to the Super Bowl. But I believe that the Patriots defense is a bit better than Denver's defense at least. And, on top of that, Patriots are most likely going to have, the home field advantage at that time. And, a cold, snowy, windy, whatever game, definitely favors New England around that time of year. So, if you guys have anything to say about that, post that below in the comments. As for the AFC title game, I don't really have a specific score prediction, but I think it will be a high-scoring game. Something like the last one, maybe not as, spread out. I think something along the lines of, 31-24 or 35-27 in favor of the Patriots. So that's pretty much the AFC. I don't really have too much, debate about the AFC. I just think the Patriots are a little bit better than Broncos this year, and they're going to advance. Now on to the NFC. This is what we've pretty much all been waiting for. As you guys know, there's just a huge push of good teams coming from the NFC. Teams like Philadelphia that started the year, atop of everyone, 7-3, 8-3, whatever record they had, aren't even making the playoffs now. That's how tight the playoff push is. And, if you're basically not taking care of these games down the stretch, it's going to make a huge difference. So, obviously my opinion is just slightly biased because I'm from, near Seattle, but that doesn't mean that my prediction isn't justified. So I'm making this video just one day after the Seahawks made a statement win over the Arizona Cardinals, 35-6 in Arizona. And, Marshawn Lynch had an incredible 79-yard touchdown run where, he tossed, Patrick Peterson and other defenders to the side and, ran all the way down the field. Then you had Russell Wilson on a touchdown run where, he stiff-armed a defender and juked another defender into the end zone. So, their offense is they're just clicking right now on all cylinders. And then on top of that, the defense is playing on a whole nother level. They've only given up 3 touchdowns in the last 5 games. And, now with this upcoming weekend, the Seahawks have the St. Louis Rams at home. And I think, they're going to win that game. It's the last game of the year at home. But, see, there's huge implications. If they win this game, You know, they win the NFC West, the NFC top seed, and home field advantage for the playoffs. So when you look at other teams in the NFC, you know, the true contenders are the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions, and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, some of these games may be wild upsets or pure blowouts. You know, you never really know with teams like the Cowboys. Sometimes, you know, they get destroyed by the Eagles on Thanksgiving, but then come back and beat the Eagles in Philadelphia and destroy the Colts. So, you know, some of those games are kind of up in the air. But my true predictions are that, you know, the NFC Championship will either be Green Bay Packers at Seattle or Detroit Lions at Seattle. So if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm sorry, but I don't have them going to the NFC title game. But I also think it depends heavily on who has, you know, the home field advantage for the division games. So, you know, home field advantage obviously plays a huge part, especially, you know, in the playoffs this late in, you know, the season. And, you know, I personally want to see, you know, Lions at Seahawks so we can see Richard Sherman on Calvin Johnson and one of the best run defenses in the league against beast mode Marshawn Lynch. But, you know, I think Green Bay would honestly put up, you know, the best, it would be the best game against Seattle if they met in the NFC title. And, you know, sometimes I just question the Detroit Lions offense, you know, that doesn't always show up and come ready to play. You know, a Cowboys-Lions matchup that could go either way with Dallas having such a strong run game and offensive line. But also, you know, how well Romo plays and, you know, how well the Cowboys defense plays will, you know, in the end determine the victor. So either way, if I think it's Cowboys, Packers, or Lions that advance to the NFC Championship in Seattle, you know, I think that the Seahawks will come on top. You know, it just kind of depends, you know, on who gets the home field advantage for the division games, like I said. But I think, you know, if Seattle takes care of the Rams this weekend, then my predictions will be spot on. And you guys will hopefully see that, you know, if you're watching this video around January or the time of the playoffs. So, you know, I think Super Bowl 49 will eventually be exactly what it should be, and that is the two best teams in the NFL, the Seahawks and Patriots, squaring off in Phoenix, Arizona, you know, for all the chips. So, you know, that game I think would be, you know, honestly a great game. You don't have to worry about, you know, oh, whether this, whether that, or no, you know, outside factors. It would be two great teams going at it. You know, and I don't really have a score prediction for that one yet. I'd have to think about the matchup a little bit, you know, more tough. But I think the Seahawks run game would definitely, you know, come into full effect. Obviously, you know, Tom Brady's going to get some passes off, but it just depends on, you know, if the Seahawks can get pressure on Tom Brady when the Super Bowl comes around. So that's my Super Bowl prediction, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in to me, Eastleigh Jackets, and checking out what I think. But I want to know what you guys think. So get down in that comment section below and tell me, you know, your Super Bowl predictions, or what you can do is NFC Championship, AFC Championship, and Super Bowl predictions. You know, post that in the comments. Try to keep it clean, guys. I know a lot of guys, you know, get pumped up for their team, me included. You know, obviously I have a share of trash to talk, but, you know, save that for when the game's actually on, not, you know, online in the comment section. So thanks for watching, guys. This is your boy Eastleigh Jackets. You guys are checking out some Madden 15 Gauntlet mode and my Super Bowl predictions. I will see you guys next time. I am signing out.